think that people are gonna be so gagged by this video because this is not touch, touch, touch.
So let's talk about Katseye. I mean, I don't think they do need an introduction. I mean, they already did that with their comeback, Nali, which was a very, very, very bad song. Well, I mean, subjectively, on my part, it was bad. But then a lot of people are loving it, and this is evident by the number of streams that are going up on this song every day. But nonetheless, this isn't about Nali, it's about them as a group, about Katseye. So Katseye debuted last year, about a year ago, with their song Debut. So their debut song was called Debut. The song was not really liked by the general public, and by the general public I mean K-pop fans, because most of their fans are K-pop fans because they were created by a K-pop company with another company, Geffen, but then they are literally K-pop adjacent. Well, I mean, the members really did say that they're not K-pop. They say that each and every time again, but then they're marketed as one. Well, I mean, it would make sense because they're under a K-pop company, HYBE, which is a monster in K-pop because of their groups. We all know their groups. Bangtan, Geffen, the Seraphim. So it's only expected that they are two masters in Korea, which they are actually managing to do, but not really masters as of now. So one thing about K-pop fans is they're impatient and they move really quickly. And when I mean really quickly, I mean real quick. This is why comebacks in K-pop, they're usually in 4 months. So an album, a single, I don't know, a mini album. This is because the market is so saturated that if you don't release anything, you're going to be forgotten, dead and buried. Well, except for the top groups that we all know, Bangtan and Blackpink, they've managed to remain relevant even without having a comeback. I don't know for God knows how long, 3 years, and they're still relevant. People do talk about them. People are waiting for their comeback and will know that their comeback will hit. But then this is a rookie group. They're a new group. They're not even a year old, and they went on a hiatus. So not really went on a hiatus, they were just busy making a lot of TikToks. Lots and lots of TikToks. Well, I mean, I could go on the official channel and count how many TikToks they did. They were following every little tiny trend. But then they were going viral. I mean, they're really good dancers. Pretty people. Well, it's only natural for them to go viral. I mean, they are what people want. But then we are not looking for TikTok stars. We're looking at singers, at celebrities who are supposed to be singers. Well, not idols. I'm not going to call them idols because they claim that they're not K-pop idols. So we expected more. So people were waiting for a comeback. And since most of their fans were K-pop fans, they were getting impatient. They couldn't view the TikToks anymore. Silly TikToks? No, why would we watch TikTok? We want a comeback. We want actual content. We don't want this. Well, I mean, they did go on interviews, American interviews, and they promoted, and they even performed as the mama. Well, performing as the mama really helped their career because they ate that shit up. They danced, they did 180, they did splits. And that really helped their career to remain that helped them remain relevant for a few more weeks, months. People were oh, your groups could never, this is the standard. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say it. K-pop fans, they're, I don't know, they're crazy. That's the correct word. K-pop fans are crazy. Nonetheless, after making us wait for a while, for a long while, because I'm a K-pop fan, I'm impatient. They started teasing a comeback. How were they teasing their comeback? Sure, let me tell you how they were teasing their comeback. Wearing beanies wearing beanies in their TikToks. Like, anyways, they did that like for like a full month, and people were expecting an official announcement for a comeback, but it didn't come. That is when people are not getting tired. They're like, you know what, we're over this. You know what, we're gonna move on. That's when something happened. A leak, a leak happened. So there was a leak of a full album, which had like 7 songs. I'm not sure. So this leak meant that we're gonna get a full album. People were excited. People started making theories like what kind of songs there were. But like the titles were really interesting. Titles like Nali, Game Boy. They're really interesting titles. And people were like, we are so into it. So just like a K-pop group, they released teaser videos. Again, Katseye claims that they are not K-pop, but they released 2 teaser videos. But then people had a problem. Well, not people, Mize. So Mize are aespa's fans. They were saying that the audio for the second teaser sounded like aespa's song. Well, I mean, it does sound similar, but then I get their point. But then that didn't mean that they're to attack Katseye, because Mize went full out. They started attacking Katseye literally by being racist. Literally being racist. I don't know why they thought that being racist was the only way that they'll be able to, I don't know, defend aespa. I don't think aespa needs defending by calling out other people for their skin color. I feel like that's the worst thing that they could do. And because of that, aespa has been associated with like their stuff, because their fans are the worst as of right now. They're literally the worst. They're doing the most, and it's not good. So anyways, after that teaser came out, people were excited. The videos came out nice. People like the dances, like they looked nice, looked promising. Everything about this, I don't know, video looked very promising, because it was just a single, not a full album, unfortunately for us. Anyways, then Nali came. The song was bad. Everyone was talking about it, about how bad it was, and that worked for Katseye. I mean, like, people will be saying that song is bad, and then people have to go and check it out how bad it was. Then they'll be like, oh no, this song is bad, and they tell other people to check out that song because it's so bad. But that's what happened to me. I was on Reddit. People were like, my God, Nali is the worst song ever. I was like, you know what, let me go and check it out. And then I went and checked it out. It was like really bad. And then I had to make a post about how bad it was. And then obviously somebody went to check it out because of my post about how bad it was. Anyways, the song was bad. A lot of people agreed with me. That was until the Studio Chom video was released. So Studio Chom is like a performance video where like artists, they dance to their songs. Nali is a choreography, just like any K-pop song. Anyways, the girls sold it. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it. Like, I liked it when they were performing it. Like, their performance was top notch. I could see myself dancing to a challenge of Nali after seeing them. But then the moment they were done, I was like, you know, let me go and listen to it. It was too bad. So it was like, I can only watch or listen to this song when I'm seeing the girls perform it. That was it for me. Like, the girls were literally selling the song. But like, after their performance, people were like, oh, I don't think it's that bad. Seeing the girls killing it, we loved it. Well, I mean, people were now loving it. Well, I mean, there were already people who loved it from the first try. But then people were like, oh, it's not so bad. The choreography hits. The girls are feeling it. So, I don't know. For people, it now made sense. Oh, anyways. And it's still a month later. People are still talking about how bad Nali is, or how, I don't know, different it was. But then this worked for Katseye, because like people talked about them. Well, I mean, in K-pop spaces, not really in pop spaces, because like they're not yet relevant in pop spaces. A lot of fans who check them out are from K-pop spaces, and they discuss their problems in K-pop spaces about Katseye because they're not really recognized as a global group yet. I mean, they are a global group, but then they are promoting in the US, but then like US promotions, they're mostly overshadowed by the Koreans promotion because as K-pop fans, we have a streaming culture which allows for them to be more seen in K-pop spaces over the ones which they actually intend on being seen. But that's working in their favor again because like they're still thriving. It doesn't matter where they're thriving. As long as they're thriving, they're thriving. They're getting the USD, they're getting the money, and that works for them. But then the thing is like it's now like it's been a month later, right? And people are now saying the album is coming. Oh, I didn't check it out. I'm not a Katseye fan. But then people are saying there's an album coming. So I'm just hoping that it's that album that I was just talking about before. And then like people are now making theories. Like they expect the girls to, I don't know, for the song to be better, the songs to be better, more vocal. I don't know, less rap. I don't know, just better songs. That's what they hope. But then the thing is, Katseye is a new artist. They don't really have an established sound. So it's like, okay, here's the thing. In America, like, okay, let's just take Beyonce. Beyonce, she's under an agency, but then you don't really know what agency she's under because, like, she directs her own music. She reflects what she makes. So you don't really have to look for a company to point fingers at because she is what she is making. But then for Katseye, we know them for their company, not because of their artistic styles. Well, I don't mean like to diminish all their efforts, but it's just that like since they are American artists, they should behave like one. They should not behave like K-pop artists, get the benefits of K-pop artists, but then dish the name of like being a K-pop idol. But like the thing is like now fans are being like very hypocritic. For example, people are like, like let's say a TikTok of Yunche twerking. People are like, oh my god, if she was in a Korean group, people would cancel her. Well, I mean that is true, but then that just shows how double standards are. Yunche is still a minor. Yunche wears really short stuff, and Yunche twerks on camera. I remember when Inche did the same. Inche was labeled slut. Inche's parents were insulted. Everyone in the Seraphim were called really bad, I don't know, influence on Inche. So this is just how to show how hypocritical and selfish K-pop fans are, because like the fans that support Katseye are the same fans that support K-pop groups. Because like Katseye hasn't really branched out, like they haven't branched out to create a new audience, which they should by doing a lot of collaborations and promoting more, even more, not just doing interviews, promoting their songs more in the US. But then again, there are no more global girl groups. Little Mix was the last one, and they ended up really badly. There's now a void that needs to be filled. But then will Katseye really be able to fill that void? Because it really takes a lot, and it takes a lot to be irrelevant. But then, I mean, like right now they are thriving. They are thriving, I'm not gonna lie. They are doing really well. But then they're taking advantage of the K-pop system, which won't really help them in the long run. Because K-pop fans are very impatient unless they are that relevant. And I don't think they are that relevant yet with just one comeback, which was really bad. Honestly, it was really bad. That was bad. So anyways, that's all I have to say about Katseye for today. Bye. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And I have a stammer. That's why sometimes my statements don't come out as I want them to. Thank you.